You guys, you've seen my 1 versus 3 play against other streamers, and that took a lot out of me. This one won't take quite as much, but I think it's nice to show anyway. We've been having a lot of people come into Warcraft 3 wondering how they should get started, and I have a lot of guides and build orders out there, but for now I would like to show the practice version of something that I recommend people in theory. So usually I say start with the campaign, then try playing against computer normal, computer easy first, then computer normal, and then computer insane. And if you can beat computer insane, you can go on Battle.net and win maybe one of your first out of 10 games. You can win maybe 1, 2, or 3 games out of your first 10 games online against other players. So it doesn't exactly prepare you for a game against multiplayer, against other players, but by beating Insane AI, you still show a decent level, which can help you prepare a little bit. You will have needed to do a minimum of build ordering, build up of your base, micromanagement, and macro management as well. It's been quite a while until I showed a demonstrative game of gameplay against computer insane, and some of my viewers pointed out that in the past when I showed a game against insane AI, I usually ended up rushing them pretty early. So this demonstration is going to be different in the sense that I will be matching what I know about Bronze League heroes, and I'll be injecting a little bit of that into my own play. So I'm not going to go for a tier 1 fast expansion, as I've seen 99 out of 100 Bronze League players do not know how to manage a tier 1 expansion. So I'm just going to go for something pretty standard, and hopefully you'll be able to follow along with the steps that I'm doing in this build against the insane AI I'm playing against, and maybe learn something from that as well. And it'll be one step of the jumping board into playing against multiplayer opponents in the online world of either Battle.net or the W3 Champions server. So I can't use a tier 1 expansion, and I can't rush them too soon, as most of my viewers would struggle perhaps with doing an early rush like that. And then it gets to the later stages where the 2 times income that the AI gets is going to become a problem for them, because insane AI is the same as normal AI, which is a normal level of aggression. Easy is a low level of aggression, but they get double the gold income. So that double gold starts ranking up quite a lot of bonus resources, and before you know it, if you don't finish them early, the opponent, the AI, insane, is going to have a large army of Frostworms, Meatwagons, you know, a little bit of everything. And what the AI also does is it focuses your hero a lot. In order to deal with this, it can be wise to use the F keys, F1 being your first trained hero. F1 will be a very important mechanic, as well as F2, because the undead is going to focus your heroes, and you'll need to use F1 to pull them back. So just kind of showing a standard game build-up that shouldn't be too hard to follow, that you can follow yourself, so that you kind of understand how to ramp up in power in a standard game of Warcraft 3. So we're bringing 3 militia to creep a small camp here. Just as this camp is finishing, I'm gonna pull another camp so I can take the whole bit here. I have 8 peasants for lumber right now. As you can see, the militia still have a little bit of timing, so they can still help in this camp over here. I'm gonna make a 9th lumber peasant, and at 27 population, I will be going to tier 2. I'm gonna send these peasants back. And so, because we are not allowed to rush, eventually we know that the undead AI is going to have multiple heroes. He's going to take an expansion. This is just what they do. Going to take the tier 2. They're going to take an expansion, and then they're going to have every unit, right? Some abominations, some fiend, bunch of ghouls. And so we need an army that can pretty much deal with everything, which also means that we're not scouting and reacting, which is perfectly fitting with the general skill level of Bronze League hero players, which is many of you guys, because you guys don't scout and react either. So it is much better just to have a build that you can go for every time. So let's get 4 footmen, and we're gonna make a blacksmith, and we're gonna make a lumber mill. And both the blacksmith and the lumber mill are important to be made after starting your tier 2. You don't want to start a blacksmith and a lumber mill at tier 1 ever. It's much more important to have a second hero. You also don't need to make a full wall off against undead. This generally is just not a good idea. They also never rush you in the first, I don't know, like 5 minutes of the game. So you also don't need to get Arcane Tower. That is a different skill when you play in multiplayer, because in multiplayer people may rush you in the first 3-4 minutes. So while I'm skipping an Arcane Tower now, that is a adjustment knowing that I'm against AI. And otherwise I would make a Scout Tower now or a bit earlier in order to transform into an Arcane. Also gonna make a Vault, but we're gonna make it in the back so it doesn't die to the first attack. We are now level 3. We're not allowed to attack early, but we are allowed to check their expansion. And of course, we are allowed to attack early, but this is something that people request that I don't do for this demonstration, because the AI can be abused by early attacks, as they may pull a lot of workers. You can get a lot of cancellation cost, you know, redemptions where you cancel their building and they make it over and over again, and you cancel it again. And so they're a little abusable, the AI. So we're just creeping for now, and we'll save up some rifles, or we can bring rifles, it's the same. So pretty much you see we're just creeping, right? We're just spending a lot of time creeping, and not really, we're never really standing still. Every time we finish a creep camp, we go to the next. And then when we go to the next, as we're traveling, we look at our base and see, hey, what can we do here? So I made a mistake of not building farm on time. If you see, oh, I do actually have it. Okay, I don't need to power build it. I'm so proud of myself. I did start a farm. All right, create this. Now we're gonna make an Arcane Sanctum. This can be in the back because all Sanctum units can weave in small gaps. Need lots of farms. So because we kind of want an army that can deal with everything, we are we're making rifles. Rifles are like a nice staple unit that can kind of deal with every single thing that you face. So we get some rifle priest, and then we may even go to tier 3 and get a paladin as well. Because we know both online users as well as AI focuses hero a lot, having a third hero paladin is quite strong. Now, it can be hard to control. If you can't fit in the paladin, then just don't go to tier 3. You'll do the same thing I'm doing now, but instead you'll be doing it with 2 heroes. And I am 2 heroes right now. So we're getting attack upgrades, we're making rifles and priests. Now we're gonna go back and get a regen scroll and a clarity. And what's the game time now? It's about 8 minutes. This is a perfectly fine time to attack. This is not like too early of an attack, to be fair. To not be fair, right? So we're gonna go across the map, creep this shop, or we just attack and head on. We got priests coming. I'd like to put the priest in a second group. All this is in group 1, control 1, and this is in control 3 for me, but you can do 2 if you like. It's so that I never right-click something that will force my priest to attack instead of healing. So now I just kind of like to park my priest behind the rest of the army. So I do attack move, but it just starts healing the moment he gets near. And if I ever right-click something with my main army, that focus fires, but at least I'm not doing it with the priest. Gonna get Thunderclap. Okay, now we're gonna go to tier 3. When we approach 50 food, we can go tier 3. As you can see, our gold is being spent nicely. Now, against a human player, you would never do this because they see you go, but AI is stupid, and he's still standing in his base with double level 1. He literally hasn't prepped. So you see, the bar to beat Insane AI is really, really very low. I have not been messed with. I've just kept moving and creeping, that's it. And I made an army of rifles and priests. And I've not done anything special. Creeping was easy. I just did a good build order. You can copy it from me and then you can do the same thing. So then we attack. As you can see, he immediately coils and Carrion Swarms Mount King. So I use F2 and then I press hold position in the back. Then it focuses the Archmage. We're gonna put a heal ward here. And we're gonna turn on Scroll of the Beast because AI never disengages. And we're gonna go over 50 because we could lose some units. He never TPs. So you can hero focus and they will just die. I don't know why they coded the AI this way, but heroes will never TP. Now we are at level 5. We're actually gonna get brilliance.
What ails
And that's it. That's the end. Now, in order to actually win, we need to kill every building. Some multiplayer games that have AIs, they have smart coding where they offer GG. I believe StarCraft 2 is like this. When they see that the chance to win is too low, the AI offers GG. But Warcraft 3 isn't one of those. So this is a little bit like in Civilization 6 or, you know, Age of Wonders 4, where you know you've won, but you still need to kill everything all over the map, and you're not using the alternative win condition, so you just need to chase them down all over the map. This is not as satisfying. Normally I would leave here because demonstration has been shown, but if you really want to feel like you won and you're copying this, then maybe you also want to see the winning moment. So I will just finish all the buildings one by one, and then that will be the end of that demonstration. Why did the AI not creep? That's just what it does. And the real question is, how could you lose to this? Because it did nothing for 9 minutes. It just stood there. But some people do, and I respect that. I respect that. Mostly. Last game I played versus AI, they crept. Yeah, well, yeah, eventually they creep. At like minute 10 or 11 or what? Right? Eventually they creep. But this is the thing, if you're like not as good at an RTS, you're still a valid person, you know? That's fine. It's fine. If you're not as good at an RTS, you will feel like everything is rushing you and overwhelming you. APM? You'll always feel overwhelmed by the speed of things. This always happens. Right, so you're thinking, oh my god, he's got so many meat wagons and worms and necromancers already and he's attacking me. When in reality, he was very slow, but you were slower. And that's why it felt fast. This is why people that try to play RTSs, they're like, oh my god, people are always rushing me. No, they're not. Right? You're moving backwards, that's why. This AI is broken for sure. Really? You think so? You think it's because of the map? Because it's Lost Refuge? Should we try it on another map? Alright, we'll go on another map. We'll consider this one Go next. New map. Let's go, it has to be a standard Blizzard map, right? Let's go Korea. This time we'll go undead against human. Or it should be against undead again, right? I'll show a different strat, just in case you like to play differently. Right? So I'm gonna go altar. Are you over-explaining AI games? Yeah, you know, just doing a solid for the new players. For you guys, experienced viewers, it's not going to be as riveting content. But every now and then I like to do some beginner material that can be helpful for people just getting into the game. So I try to over-explain everything, but of course I'm not over-explaining everything. I'm doing this and people wondering, what are you doing? Well, Control Group 3 Barracks, Control Group 4 Town Hall, Control Group 5 Altar. And then you can right-click places to point your rally flag. If there's one thing I learned, I can never explain everything because some things are so assumed. It really needs a second person on the call to be confused about things for me to realize sometimes I need to explain them. How do you click the mouse? Yeah, exactly.
Job's done.
So instead of the rifle priest army, I can just show a different way as well. We also are gonna press I see dead people. This is of course illicit information, but we can at least get an idea of where the undead is at, where the enemy is at, so we can understand why and if yes, no, they do creeping. Gul'dan cheated! How do I rally spawn units to my hero? Simply take the barracks and right click it on the hero I believe you can also right-click it on the hero portrait in the top left. How do you like Farseer and Mechabellum? I like it very much. I think it's good.
Off I go then.
Honestly, this is very illuminating. I have beaten Insane AI before, but it's always an incredibly stressful and unrealistic gameplay. That's so hard to believe for me. I thought you had to press Y. Yeah, you don't have to.
What is it? What? Ready to work.
That's crazy that... Because, but maybe this time AI will be tougher, right?
Off I go then.
Because maybe it was bugged last game. So his hero comes out slightly after ours.
On my way.
What? Job done.
I can barely beat easy AI, but probably because I have 60 APM. I can barely keep under 100 APM. I have tried to stay under 100, and of course, I literally can. I can just do that. But even when trying to do demonstrations, like I've tried to do like low APM demonstrations, I don't see how you can stay under 100 while still being awake. And I'm not even that fast. Oh, that's my problem, I'm not awake. So this time we're gonna do something a little simpler. It's not gonna be blacksmith and rifles and priests and tri-hero. For the purpose of demonstration, why did Blizzard code AI like this, where they're not gathering lumber with ghouls? Anyway. Blizzard.
What is it? Yes, my lord.
I think Blizzard correctly assumed, just like Firaxis for Civilization 5 and 6, that a very powerful AI is not what people really want. They may say they want it, but they don't actually want it. Because it feels better to win than to lose. The old client had better Insane AI. Yep. It's one more thing I think that was lost. But this one at least is starting to creep. So it is better than last game. Actually, last game there was also creeping. How else do you think it cleared the gold mine? It was not broken. No, it was not broken last game. It was creeping. How else did it take the gold mine? They changed the AI in Reforged? Not intentionally. You cleared it? Oh yeah. Mi scusi. And then he gratefully made use of it. AI on the move? Yeah, now he's creeping it. Kind of, but he lost. He lost. Oh man. You lost to this?
Friend.
We reached tier 2, instantly go tier 3.
Yes, my lord. Off I go then.
And then we go double Griffin Aviary.
Job done.
And then we go second hero Paladin. We don't need bolts because we're not stopping town portals.
What is it? Yes, my lord. What? Oh, word. Yes,
It can always be nice to put your peasants closer to the lumber mill. Thank you, clones. He's trying again. Some of his army is attacking, some is going back.
You require my assistance?
Perfect. Whatever.
Did you watch the film Eurotrip? The Miscusi is the Italian from the train. Mi bello! Yes, of course, it's all from Eurotrip. Mi bello, mi bello.
Job done. Whatever.
Classic. Is he harvesting with just one ghoul? Yep. I don't know why. That's not enough. Ah, two now. Two now. But remember, it counts double for them.
What? Off I go then.
You require my assistance? Fine. Get on. What is it now?
On Turtle Rock, AI creeping should be fine, or Lost Temple.
I can hardly wait.
I mean, are we running out of copes? Are we saying Turtle and Lost Temple AI is really gonna make that big of a difference?
Strike the great vengeance.
Why are we playing against AI? A hater in chat said I couldn't beat insane AI one-on-one. And that hurt my feelings, so I'm showing it now. Can too. Very few creeps on this map, huh?
You require my assistance.
You know, I feel like this map was not designed for balance and fun, but it was designed to create some logo, like a Korean logo or something, Korean flag or whatever. Like some image. I think it was designed with some image in mind. Pure marketing, indulgent. You might be onto something. Who knows? Why do you see the whole map? Oh, just so we can monitor the AI's movements, because we are how far into the game? I'm not 100% sure. Basically, the goal is to show what it's like to go up against undead AI.
Require my assistance.
And we'll attack even later now. Like, we're just gonna prepare some farms and make griffins. I want to show different armies against AI and to see how you can use them to win. I haven't even got blacksmith, just griffins with stormhammer. So he's got 2 heroes. There it is. I think we must be past the 8-minute mark, right? Which means it's later game than before, and it's only gonna get harder. Of course, my game pace will probably be higher than most viewers, which are bronze or below. So with the game pace that we have right now, we are at like 50 pop, but some people wouldn't yet be. They'd still be struggling. 4 peasants in gold, double war mill,
Yes, me lord.
lost footman to creeps, forgot to tech, forgot second hero, took 15 seconds to shuffle items around at the shop, stood still 30 seconds after a camp. So there's a lot of inefficiencies that would slow you down, and then when I'm ready to attack with 50, it takes them another 3 minutes. And so I'm not going to attack too soon, and I've also stopped spending resources now. So instead of going over, I could churn out another 6 chickens right now out of the aviaries. But realistically, we shouldn't need that. So we are now getting attacked for the first time, and this is honestly, this is most likely when most players first make contact with the AI. Not because they're attacking, but because they're being attacked and they weren't ready. So it's like, oh god, I'm under attack and my units are like really low and my paladin is low and I'm gonna town portal in. And we don't have towers.
You can count on me.
So Griffin should attack the ghouls. They do double damage on ghouls. He went to cannibalize because he has it. So now we're gonna get TP, staff, and move out.
I'll do what I take. Back. What do you need? On my way. Aye, my lord. Right. On my way. I'm your dwarf. At your call.
Doesn't know how to take no for an answer. And as you can see, it's pretty much over now. So he's gonna make Boneyard. He still thinks that Sacrificial Pit is required, even though I used I see dead people cheat, so the AI can actually see everything. I think they still have in their coding that Pit precedes a Boneyard, which is the old, you know, the old tech requirement, which is no longer a thing. He's getting second temple, second crypt, a slaughterhouse. So this is generally about 4 minutes before the AI gets really dangerous for most people, right? Because at this point he has very little, but he just made, for some reason, double boneyard, slaughterhouse, and he went for double temple, double crypt. So he's getting really, really serious about things now.
For my people.
And he's expanding. So if you wait another 5 minutes,
At your call.
You require my assistance.
that's where most people will start struggling. Oh my god, fucking cheater, did you see that? Maybe he has a shade. He just came in to cancel the replenishment. So they did code in a replenishment cancel, Nova.
No problem.
That's crazy. Don't attack yet? Yeah, I'm not gonna attack yet. Because now it's getting hard. This is the army most people face. Gargoyle, Meat Wagon, Abomination, Frostworm. Like, it was easy thus far, right?
I'll do what I take. At your call.
He was active scouting. He's expanding, actually. And yeah, enemy, the AI gets all the same cheats you have. So if you warp 10 for fast building speed, he gets that too.
Require my assistance.
So now the army is getting scarier and scarier, especially when the frostworms come out. So I'm gonna allow myself to make more griffins with the money I saved up at 50. Everything I did so far, I'm sure you guys can copy it. You know, as much as I look at like Bronze League heroes and I think, how can people play like this sometimes? I also go play games like Elden Ring, Hades, and all of you are better at the game than me, judging from comments anyway. There's a lot of skill watching right now. If you can win Elden Ring, you can definitely copy what I did here to make griffins. Stay on 50, TP when they attack.
Job's done.
Just realize you're mirrored. True. I'm pretty sure AI has map hack even if you don't turn it on. Yes, it does.
Well,
It's true.
You require my
They know.
what I take.
Elden Ring was easy though. Not for me.
You can count on me.
You require my assistance.
I'm your
You have a 6th sense for Warcraft 3?
I'll do what
Well,
I take.
I literally turned on 6th sense. It's called I See Dead People, right? But anyway, you can. The thing is, you can just copy this. You don't have to think of it yourself. You don't have to sense it. Just copy what I do. Go Moss Griffins. I don't even have animal war training or blacksmith yet, right? Look, he's feeding. He's just feeding.
You require my
Just copy what I did. I feel like every time I say just copy, it just becomes more convincing. You're all imbued with the confidence to do it. F1 to move your hero back. Hero's not in the same group as griffins. This is magic immune. Why don't you just copy happy?
Job's done.
Nobody likes a smartass. Good point though. I've tried. We do? Yeah, we do. I like smartass. Actually. I just started animal war training and attack upgrade for griffins. Look at it. Is that... Blizzard! Blizzard, come on! You seeing this? He stood still. Also, new RTSs, like Stormgate or whatever, they could just copy Warcraft. No need to reinvent the wheel, just copy Warcraft. For victory! I'll let you guys be the emperor that puts the thumb up or down to decide whether to deliver the killing blow, which in this case would actually be leaving to prove it's over. Like, do you think this is over or you want to see it till the end? Idle crits, yeah. It's over, go next. Alright, GG. I hope some people found this useful and can help you to beat insane AI better. Trust me, if you kind of try to follow my easy build that I showed in these 2 games, you will also get good result. I guarantee you, if you copy half of it, you will win at least 1 out of 3 games online. GOHF.